You can still get your life back. Get your life back. It's real. Get your life back. Get your life back.
Hey everyone, Cheryl Howard here. Thank you for tuning in to Cheryl Howard's Get Your Life Back podcast. I am at the park. Well, I'm actually at a track, and I've been walking around a track. My daughter's walking right now, so I said, let me just do a quick video before I start taking my own walk and do my own little self-care activity before, I start getting involved in other things later in the day. So for those of you who don't follow my channel, and if you don't follow my channel, I am going to ask you to hit the subscribe button, touch the bell, so you can get notifications every time I upload a new video, and just stay connected to me. I would really like that. And I'm really trying to grow this channel to get more outreach, actually, to reach more people, to spread my messages, to just give strategies and tools for living a more happier lifestyle, a more peaceful lifestyle, a lifestyle that's more meaningful and more purposeful. And so, that's what most of the things that I talk about. Anyway, and I am a mental health professional. I am a certified life purpose coach, a pastoral counselor, and a friend. Anyway, so sometimes I do these Monday inspirations or Monday check-ins. Last Monday was about snapping out of it. When you get stuck with moving forward because of either some barriers, some obstacles you faced or are facing, and you kind of give up on whatever it is you was working on, you was working toward. You don't feel like you don't have the energy anymore, or you told yourself that, or whatever the case is, and you just find yourself in a stuck mode. And so I kind of went over that last Monday. I try to do Monday inspirations once or twice a month. Today is about doing a Monday check-in, and this one I'm calling shaking it off. Just shaking it off. And I remember, growing up in church, one of my cousins, who's also one of the evangelist missionaries, a lot of times when we started doing like praise and worship or just getting before the Lord, as soon as we come into service, she would just have you just shake off whatever it is. Like if something was on you or you felt burdened or whatever that thing was that you came in the door with, just shake it off. So we would do that. Giving it like, it's like we're giving it to God. We're dropping the weight. We're dropping everything so we can just be in a position to receive the word, get into worship and praise, all that good stuff, right? But anyway, I love that because that's also a strategy that is used when you feel like you're carrying burdens. And today I really want to focus on how sometimes we carry other people's burdens and don't even realize that we're doing that. It's okay when you're supporting someone, you're helping them, and you're being empathic and you're understanding their situation. And even the scripture tells us to carry each other's burdens, but not in a sense where it's making you sick and you're taking on their problems on yourself. Carrying each other's burden is more about having compassion for the other person. Maybe you're supporting them, you're helping them the best way you can. You're engaging with them, you're interacting with them while they're going through stuff. You're trying to help them figure out or solve a problem, whatever that is. But that's it, right? And you pray about it. And yes, sometimes it's going to bother you. If you're helping somebody that's especially close to you, you really care about them, yeah, their burdens are naturally going to feel like yours to a degree, but not to a degree where it makes you sick. And then when you feel that way, I want to talk about at least 2 or 3 strategies to kind of help with that, what I use. Because, I have to, as a mental health professional, I have to help people all of the time with different situations, whether it's spiritual, mental, relationship-wise, family situations, personal, whatever, and learn how to compartmentalize all of that so I don't bring that home with me. I have my own set of dilemmas that will arrive because I'm human, situations. And so I have to be good for me and take care of my stuff. Because I wouldn't even be in a good position or place to even help anybody else if I didn't practice some form of self-care. So one of the things, strategies I would say is good is that one that I just mentioned. Physically, like going through the motions of shaking off stuff. Just shaking off stuff, whatever that looks like for you. Shaking off your hands, breathing. Well, that was going to be my second strategy as well. Shaking off if you feel burdened, if you feel like, oh God, I'm a little overwhelmed, or maybe just even came out of a conversation or a situation or a group, whatever it is, or a meeting where it was just so much that the content was heavy, right? You got to do something. So there's a lot of strategies. Some of you know about them already, but I'm here to help you reinforce them. So one way is just shaking off that feeling of feeling burdened and weighted, heavy weight, Another one is the deep breathing, breathing in your nose. So you're breathing in slowly. You can count a couple of seconds, and then you breathe out slowly. You're breathing in through your nose, and then you're releasing out through your mouth, and you're getting the oxygen into your brain so it can get into your cells and your nervous system and go through your body, and then your body will come into this calm state. So you do that a number of times until you feel light-weighted. Another strategy is, so we talked about shaking it off. We talked about deep breathing. Now we're going to talk about when you walk into, say you're in your safe place, whether that's your home, wherever you stay, wherever you reside. Another strategy for shaking off overwhelmness or heavy burden is, if you have something that you're wearing or that's on you, try to take it off and imagine yourself when you're taking off your jacket, your pocketbook, your whatever you're carrying with you, bags, briefcase. Imagine that you're releasing something, you're letting go of something. So you kind of like dropping it, if you can, without breaking anything, dropping it off of you. And it's like you're telling yourself, I'm letting this go right now. This weight has to come off of me. And you're doing it, right, physically. Because that thing that you're dropping represents the burden or the overwhelmness you're carrying at that moment. You have to sometimes put yourself going through the emotions of it, even though the real problem is there, or the trouble, whatever it is you're experiencing at that moment. Because this is what self-care or like mental breaks is. What's what it looks like right now. So I can save myself, or I can just feel some sense of peace and relaxation or calmness. I'm going to do this. So it's like you're telling yourself, you are sending yourself messages that I am positioning myself right now to be calm. So it's like you're speaking to yourself, which leads me to the next strategy. And you're telling yourself, this is the talk therapy, self-talk therapy. Cheryl, you're dropping this right now. You're going to relax. You're going to remove this off of you, and you're going to sit for a minute. Maybe you need to have several seats. And you're going to breathe, or you're going to shake it off, and you're going to sit and chill for a few minutes. Give yourself permission to take care of yourself. Give yourself permission to practice some TLC to yourself. So I think I left you with 4 strategies so far. Shaking it off, the deep breathing, going through the motions of dropping off weight, self-talk therapy, right? Now, when I get to the other couple of strategies, I don't know if I can remember going through the whole line of what I just shared with you. So make sure you remember. My other strategy. What was my other strategy? Compartmentalizing, right? We're talking about all of that. You learning how to put these things in a proper perspective in place. You can have a list. A lot of times we have a to-do list of, hopefully, sometimes we need to do that. When we're working on things, when we got our own household or personal responsibilities, there's a to-do list that we should have, whether it's mentally, you got it written down somewhere, you have it in your calendar, but all of the things you need to take care of, all of your daily tasks, we write down what we need to do. So in that, you can also put a person in that place. If there's a person or people where you feeling this weight coming from, or this heaviness coming from, or you're in a situation right now with them and you're trying to figure out, okay, right now I'm feeling overwhelmed because of this person or their situation, put them on a list. I am going to talk or deal with so-and-so later. If you want to give a date, a time, you can do that too. Put them on the list as your to-do list. I did that when several positions I had as a manager or the director. The first thing I would do is come in, and I had a notepad, and I would put a date to the notepad, and I would have my list to do things I'm going to tackle today. And then what I can't finish today, I will finish it tomorrow. And I would actually write that down. That's giving myself grace and saying, you know what, if I can't get to it today, I'm not going to get all bent out of shape. I will get to it tomorrow. So you can say, I will get to this person tomorrow. It doesn't have to be today. Give yourself time. You have to process stuff. You have to let things register. You got to organize, prioritize, read all of that great stuff, right? With all of the things. So you have to do what matters first, what's the most important thing. So with all of the other strategies I shared, You're going to do all of that before you even get back to that situation. Because you have to position your mindset, your spirit, your heart, your mind, everything, right? And this way, you'll be clear. You can be rational, you can be reasonable. You'll have some strategies, you'll have some solutions, because even during that whole time of sitting and relaxing and shaking everything off, when you get back to thinking about, okay, now how I'm going to take care of this situation, your mind will be more clear, your nervous system will be more calm, and then you'll be able to think about things. Because when you're stressed, when you're angry, you can't think clear, your brain goes offline, and you sometimes confuse or whatever, your brain goes through all this. It's like traffic jams in your head, right? And so you can't even tackle a situation right now. So you have to put yourself in a state. This is like sometimes doctors put people in a, what do you call it, type of coma, self-induced coma or something like that, to give their body maybe a chance to heal from something, to rest from something, to work through some things. Sometimes we have to do that for ourselves. Put yourself in a restful state of being, mentally, spiritually, physically. Sometimes spiritually, what that looks like is you praying, you meditating, you talking to God about the situation. You can't leave that part out. I'm holistic. We're a spirit. We possess a body and a mind, right? We have a soul. You have to put it in check. You don't want something else to put it in check, like an illness or something else, because you did not give yourself permission to chill, to rest, to shake it off. So that's your time. That's your break. That's your sabbatical. Sitting in the presence of God, praying, reading your Bible, and then sometime doing nothing, just relaxing, trying to get everything out of your mind. So you're emptying out your mind, right? So that's the spiritual activity that you can do. So I think I covered most of the things I wanted to cover. The spiritual, the physical aspect, and all of that helps your mind, helps your body. So everything works, all together, because everything is connected, interconnected, right? So I hope that helped, that was helpful for somebody. Because sometimes we don't sit and can't even think about things because we get so busy, whatever. So everything I tell people to do, I practice myself, and I try to practice. And then it reinforces me to practice it as well. So as I'm talking to other people, and as I'm sharing with you, and as I share things with my clients, it reinforces me to do the same thing. And I always tell people, look, I'm not perfect. I don't always stay on point with all of the self-care activities. So that's why I said it's good to have a notepad or something to remind you to do this. Like, Cheryl, you need to do this today. Like today, I'm getting ready to walk around a track. And so I'm going to do that. That's going to release stuff. That's going to help me feel good. It's going to affect my mind. It's going to affect my spirit. It's going to affect my body, everything, right? And then at the same time, I can talk to God. I can pray. I can think about, how he's kept me. I can think about that I'm still here in the land of the living, how I can be more resourceful, how I can be more helpful, more supportive to whoever it is I need to support, right? So anyway, I just want to leave a few little tips and strategies and nuggets to kind of help you put yourself in your own schedule of things to do. That's part of self-care. So June for me has been about self-care, and I'm slash with operating into your passion, which I always talk about, right? But I'm really tapping into that more. I did. I'm trying to think about, because I just actually launched 2 programs. One is the self-care activities. I have that at the Get Your Life Back Academy, and it's free. I did it live, and you'll be able to watch it live, but it's like a self-care audit where there's a questionnaire, and I take you through different questions, different sections: the spiritual, the mental self, the social, relationship, and it's a physical aspect of your life. And what are you doing to practice self-care in that area? And even self-care in the workplace. How do you practice self-care in all these different capacities, so you can be mindful wherever you are to practice self-care? That's in the Get Your Life Back Academy. It's called Self-Care Audit. Go to bit.ly / Get Your Life Back Academy, or just type in Get Your Life Back Academy Cheryl White Howard. It'll pop up definitely on the internet. You'll be able to find it. I just also launched if this is relevant to anybody, how to write an ebook in 30 days. So I created a challenge. It's a masterclass. And you can take longer to do it, but I kind of challenge you. If you have a dream of writing a book, writing an ebook, I take you through the whole process, how to structure it, how to prepare your book for publishing, going through the whole marketing phase, the advertising, the promoting, what to do, the designing, the editing. I mean, everything. I kind of take you through. And I take you through the process of doing that, but I also provide you with resources that you can use immediately, on the web, on the internet, that help you, prepare your book for publishing. And then there's also resources and links to help you publish it, giving you details of how to publish, how to upload your book in different sites. But I mainly use Amazon as an example. If you want to do like an ebook, a Kindle or something, and then we talk about Barnes and Nobles and Lulu, and there's a whole lot of other places that you can do self-publishing. So if you want to do that and you want me to you need some coaching with that, go to, again, Get Your Life Back Academy and click on How to Write an Ebook in 30 Days Masterclass. Getting to that, I'm working on something about the mindset that I just kind of talked about right now. I'm doing a whole program on that. That's actually a group coaching program and with some individual support as well. So that's coming. New Mind Transformation is coming as well. And there's two other, my signature program, Purpose Passion Finder, for those of you who you want to know what your passion is. You want to live in your purpose. You're tired of being in a cycle of maybe help building somebody else's dream, or working at a job that you hate, or you in your career and you love it, but you also want to tap into your purpose and you want to do things, and you got things that you just want to, you want to make an impact in the world. You want to touch other people's lives, or you have these passions that you want to really operate in. If that's you, but you need some support with that, you need to learn how to discover and recover what that is. You want to be able to zero in on what your strength, what your passions are, and realize how they're all connected to your purpose. I help you do that in the Purpose Passion Finder workshop, also at Get Your Life Back Academy. That is a workshop. And again, you can do it as many times as you want. Once you pay for the workshop, it's forever there. So you can take your time and pace yourself with it. And I just work with you through every process. And then if there's additional support you want, I'll be there for you as well. And there's a private Facebook page that goes along with the programs, right? Get Your Life Back Academy. And then there's some other ones that I have a separate private Facebook group, because a lot of things may be more personal, dealing with our own personal issues. And so you have that safe place to share with and receive support as well. So anyway, I'm excited about that. But anyway, you guys enjoy your day. I hope this was a blessing to somebody. I don't care who you are. We all need to take care of ourselves. We all need to be mindful of ourselves a little bit more. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.